Hi, let's continue where we last left off. Of course, this is the third part of me talking about every single 9 Circles demon, so let's just jump right into it with Golden Hope. Wow, look mom, it's a gold 9 Circles level that gives hope. At least it has some structuring you don't see every day in 9 Circles levels anymore. Though that may be for the best, it's still enough to push this out of pure mediocrity. The gameplay on the other end pushes it right back because it's really not that fun. It's just an inferior version of the older brother, C tier. At least it's not a Crimson Clutter This is a pretty well-known level, with it being a real boundary pusher for the wave game mode at the time this was verified. I don't necessarily think that's because of the gameplay though, I'd say that's mostly because of this 3-ringed orange bastard that is in full swing in this level. Half the wave is played in mirrored mode, which, for those unaware, is very annoying and disorienting. This inflates the difficulty significantly, but even without it, this level wouldn't be a pushover, far from it even. Tight gaps and hard to judge hitboxes make this a very unfair feeling 9 Circles level, especially for its age. With the pre-drop being free, as well as the end, this becomes insanely annoying to grind out for anyone going for this. The color is also ugly, so it's going down in D tier. Historic levels just suck sometimes. That's why I'm going to space, where the circles are far more futuristic. Just make sure that the circle you're touching isn't a meteorite or a wall. With a new 9 Circles effect, this level feels very fresh compared to the admittedly lacking competition. Making a new 9 Circles effect in a competition against other 9 Circles levels is like bringing a tank to a fist fight. It's funny, but also very unfair. Gameplay wise, it's so nothing special that it makes me skip the rest of this sentence. This is going down in B tier, barely missing out on A tier due to the boring ass gameplay. Some of y'all might be having a temper tantrum right now because I'm not putting your space where it belongs. I'll just move on and redirect your attention to that level Touch Deluxe hacked. No, not that one, the boring purple one. There you go. Though Paramount Circles does have a new effect in the wave parts, it's so nothing special and barely noticeable that it's more like bringing a fist to a fist fight rather than the convoluted tank I mentioned earlier. From like the 20th time at this point, this is just a very mediocre 9 Circles level that is for some reason still rated as a medium demon. Like, come on guys, this is like easy demon at most. Most easy demon 9 Circles levels are harder than this one, come on. C tier for you. If I don't hurry up, y'all won't leave sharp but minor comments. That transition was so wacky that I deserve a subscription for it, let's be honest. The Tone Deaf 9 Circles level is one of the easiest insane demons in the entire game. At least it gets brought up every single time. I think rightfully so. To me, this is very similar to Fairy Dust, maybe even a bit easier depending on your skill set. If you look over the boring and very tedious gameplay, this color has been used twice before in 2 levels that we've already discussed, so that also doesn't help its case. Yeah, okay, it's not the exact same color, but it's very similar. Giving credit where it's due, this did introduce the concept of making the pre-drop a slog, so that is very unepic. C tier, because it's very boring. Despite the pre-drop being easy, at least it's not catastrophic. This is a direct prequel, sequel, curl, circle, alcohol, stall ball to problematic, which is in B tier. This joins Downbase in the updated levels camp, with this one getting a significantly better update than Downbase ever got. This is infamously one of the least enjoyed 9 Circles levels still. This is mainly due to the very annoying and insanely awkward gameplay with a lot of god-awful choke points. It also used to be ridiculously, unbelievably buggy, but the update largely fixed that. It's still buggy, I guess, but at least you did a good job at trying to improve the level. There's probably people out there, like some star grinders, that would like this type of gameplay, but yeah, no, it's not for me. If this looks fun to you, go for it, but I wouldn't recommend it whatsoever. I don't think this level is very good overall either, so I'm going to just throw this in the D tier. It could go up a tier, it could go down a tier, but for me, it's closer to E tier. This level will only go higher for me in your sweet dreams. You again? I've talked about you 2 times before. Why do you keep creeping back up? I'll just give you the rundown. Besides this looking like shit, it plays so awfully that it's genuinely classical tier of gameplay garbage, which is right where it's going to. This level. This is F tier. I never want to talk about this shit again. Just check the 9 Circles monthly themes out for my more in-depth opinion on this mess. I'll just let it blow by and move on to Windy Circles now. I like this level far better anyway. gameplay. Though I've also talked about this level before, I feel like there's so much more to say that I haven't already. As long as you ignore the awkward and kind of very bad and buggy first cube, this level is great, though definitely decoratively unremarkable. The waves, specifically the last bits, flow so well together that it feels like a modern and more polished Nine Circles level than it actually is. The decoration can't be overlooked though. Plus, the pre-drop is also very annoying, so I'll only enter this into B tier. For me, this level really does get carried by those very few, very good parts that completely balance out the less fun parts and the very mediocre looking decoration. Before going to the next level, I just want to warn people with very pale skin and light/orange hair or skin. If you suffer from any of these, this next level will burn your skin to a crisp. Hide your kids. Hide your hide your trump. It's Solo Circles, a fan favorite Nine Circles level and the biggest fluke I've ever done on any level harder than Easy Demon. I fluked this from 21, which is just a random ass ball click that I died to. Like, there's a reason I was able to fluke this though. It's such a wonderfully put together Nine Circles level, especially for the time it was made. It's not buggy, it has cool wave gameplay, and plus it has memory, which is always epic. Of course, I have a lot of bias here, I'm not denying that, but even when I talk to other people, usually their answer to their favorite Nine Circles level will be Solar Circles. It also has these funny things floating in the air, so that's cool. But according to peer pressure, I think this is probably the best Medium Demon Nine Circles level currently released. And if it's not, is at least in a conversation for being one of the best. The color is also unique to my knowledge, with this deep orange being one of my favorite colors in any Nine Circles level, especially up to this point. This is going right into A tier, but like most of these levels, this one could go up or down a tier, depending on who you ask. But like all of us know, the sun is a planet Circles. Wow, this is a rare sight to see. A older level that only got re-rated after being unreleased for a long ass time. Don't ask me how long, I don't give a shit. That is mostly because this one is ridiculously weird to play, specifically some parts in the wave. On top of that, it's ugly as shit. Though the small bits of charm being added to levels like this around this time really did make it stick out a lot more than the older levels, it's still not nearly enough to make them anything but just a different version of something that we have seen 29 times before at this point, without even considering non-demons at that. Plus, this level features some S-tier whack gameplay. Planet Circles is a very whack and unbalanced Nine Circles level. The color has also been done like multiple times before. I don't even know how many times. I don't care. This is going into D tier. If it wasn't for the funny aliens, this would have probably been dropped down to E tier, but I'm feeling nice today, so it's going up in D tier. You're welcome. Like always, a very mixed bag. Let's hope the following 10 are at least a little bit better, but that's for next time.